Today we're going to practice some really easy and effective asanas that you can practice if you have acidity or ulcer, colitis or gastritis problems. Sit down on the mat with your knees folded and your hips comfortably placed over your heels. If you have trouble folding your knees, you can place a towel or maybe a cushion in between your calves and thighs. Place your overlapped palms on top of your lap and take long and deep breaths here. This asana, known as Vajrasana, can easily be practiced after you have your meal or any time of the day. This aligns your belly muscles and makes digestion really smooth and comfortable. Your spine should be really straight and elongated here and shoulders relaxed. As you inhale, focus on filling your diaphragm, your stomach first, and then slowly filling your chest with oxygen. And as you exhale, empty the stomach, empty your chest. Now we'll begin with the second asana called Mandukasana. Overlap your palms and place them right over your belly button. Your belly button should land right in between your palm. Exhale completely, suck your belly in really tight and bend forward. Look towards the front. Make sure you're not looking down on the mat. Your back should be really straight and you should be hinging from your hips. Take long and deep breaths here. Slowly come back up. We will repeat it once more. Again, place your hands on your belly button. Exhale completely, suck your belly in as much as possible and bend forward. Take long and deep inhalations and exhalations here and massage your belly muscles. Now slowly inhale and come back up. Coming to the third asana, which is Virasana or hero pose. Broaden your legs and place your hips in between your legs such that they are not overlapping on your heels. Now slowly bend back and lie on the mat with your head and shoulders loosely placed on the mat. Extend your arms up towards your head and lock your elbows. Now take long and deep breaths here. People who have knee problems or any sort of knee pain should refrain from doing this one because it puts a lot of stress on your knees. This asana is excellent for digestion as it massages all your torso muscles. Now slowly prop your hands up, place them on your heels and come up to Vajrasana. The next one is camel pose or Ustrasana, but for that we will first do baby camel and prepare our spine for camel pose. So place your hands behind such that your fingers are facing towards the front of the mat and lift your hips up towards the sky. Hang your head loose behind and focus on the back bend. Now slowly come down and rise up on your knees for camel pose or Ustrasana. Place your hands on your lower back, give it a good support and slowly bend backwards as much as in your capacity. If you are comfortable and flexible enough, you can try to hold your heels with your hand. Your knees should be hip distance apart and you have to pull your hips towards the front of the mat so that you can deepen the back bend. Take long and deep breaths and focus on your chest opening up towards the sky. Now slowly place your palms on your lower back and prop yourself up. Bring your hips down on your heels And we will jump right into the next asana, which is Shashank Asana. Keep your knees hugged tight and bend yourself forward. Try to place your head on the mat if it's available to you. Hang your hands loose beside your body and focus on how your belly is really massaged and scrunched here. Now, very slowly inhale and rise up and lie down on your belly. Now, the next one is Cobra pose or Bhujangasana. Place your palms right below your shoulders and lift your chest up towards the sky. Look up towards the sky and make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, really relaxed. Try to keep your legs and knees as tight as possible. Long deep breaths here. This asana again really massages all the organs in your belly. Now slowly bring your chest down on the mat and we'll prep up for the next asana, which is Shalabhasan. We will be doing 3 variations in Shalabhasan. The first one is that you have to place your palms underneath your thighs such that the top of your palms are on the mat. Now one by one, lift your legs up straight towards the sky. Keep both your knees really straight and engage your glutes in lifting your leg up. Now slowly bring this leg down and lift the other leg up. Exhale and bring the leg down again. In the second variation, we'll be lifting both the legs up together. This one really tests your leg and glute strength. You can place your chin on the mat or your head on the mat, whichever is comfortable. And slowly exhale, bring both your legs down. For the third variation, extend your arms in the front. And now simultaneously lift your arms and legs up towards the sky. Your elbows and knees should be really straight. Slowly exhale and bring all your organs down on the mat again. Place your head on your hands and take long relaxing breaths. Shalabhasana can be intense on your breathing pattern. So just try to catch your breath and normalize your inhalations and exhalations. Now slowly turn over to bring your back on the mat and your torso up towards the sky. Lay your legs flat on the mat. And now slowly with your knees straight, try to raise both your legs simultaneously towards the sky. You will form a 90-degree angle with your body and legs. Make sure your back and shoulders are relaxed loosely on the mat and it is your leg muscles and your core that are doing all the work. You can try and pull the toes towards your face so that your back of your legs are also very well engaged. Now slowly with your legs really straight, try to bring both your legs simultaneously on the mat. And we'll come to Pavan Muktasana. Lock your fingers, fold your right knee and now pull your right knee towards your chest. And if you don't have any neck issues, you can lift your neck up to touch your nose to your knee. Keep your left knee really straight on the mat and take long and deep breaths here. This one exercises your stomach, liver and intestine. And now we'll slowly switch sides. Fold your left knee and hold it with your fingers and try to pull it towards your chest. Knee to nose again. Any of you who have cervical issues or spondylitis should refrain from lifting your neck up. Now release your leg on the mat and we'll try the second variation of Pavan Muktasana. Fold both your knees and hug them tight with your hands. Pull them close to your chest as much as possible and lift your head up to touch your nose to your knees. You will feel a really nice massaging of your belly muscles here. Now slowly release your legs on the mat and we'll try the final supine twist. Place both your feet on the mat. Bring your legs together, your feet and knees really tight together, and fold both of them towards the right side. Extend your arms to a T and look towards your left arm. You will feel a deep stretch in your waist. Switching sides, bring both your knees together towards the left side and look up towards your right hand. Try to bring your knees as close to the floor as possible. Relax and bring both your knees up towards the sky. And now bring a distance between your knees. Now come back to neutral and widen your feet hip distance apart. Again we'll do supine twist, but here as you fold your knees towards the right, your left knee falls on your right foot. Look up towards your left hand. Switching sides. Fold your knees towards the left such that your right knee falls on your left foot. This one is an easier variation of the previous supine twist. And now coming to the third and final variation of supine twist or Markatasana. Extend your right leg straight. Fold your left knee and place it on the right side of your mat. Look up towards your left hand. Your hands again extended to a T shape. Now repeat the same drill from the left side. Try to hook your folded knee down on the floor to deepen the twist in your waist. Slowly let go of both your legs and extend your legs forward to Shavasana. You may rest in Shavasana for at least a minute. In our next video, we'll be taking up the most important pranayama exercises that help you fight ulcers and acidity. So stay tuned.